You know, there is something beautiful about being a joyful giver. And to be a joyful giver, there are no requirements beyond you wanting to uplift others. You can be an NFL superstar like Geno Smith.
7 Sunday Heroes, man, we actually host people from the inner city at every single Seahawks game. Been doing that since I was a rookie in New York, so just really connecting with the people, and it's just important to me. My family's big on philanthropy, so it's important for me to get out and be amongst the people. Seeing great smiles out here is important, man. I love it.
Or just a girl from the Central District like me. No matter where you are in life, all you have to do is give.
I think it's important for people to know that you don't have to have it all together to give back to your community. You don't have to have a full bank account. You don't have to own your own house. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to live in your perfect apartment. You just have to want to give back. And that's what's needed. There are so many ways that we can give back to our community, and there's so many people that need that help.
Looking back on this holiday season, we have been fortunate to see giving on all levels across our community. In Skyway, we saw developer Besa Gordon team up with Trey Simmons and a whole lot of bikers to continue their tradition of giving.
I mean, when you come from a place where you've experienced food insecurity and housing insecurity, you relate to the people, you know what they go through. Waking up hungry is never a fun activity, and so if I'm able to be in a position where I can help somebody else not have to wake up hungry, especially for the holidays, then that's what I'm gonna do.
In the Rainier Valley, we lended a helping hand, some friendship and fellowship at Little Red's Catering and Takeout on Thanksgiving. In downtown Seattle's Occidental Park, we learned about being of service from Dr. Hampton, who has been committed to helping those most in need on the streets of the Emerald City for decades.
We serve with our palms down and not our palms up. With our palms down, not our palms up. What makes it different? Because we're going to where people are at. We're not waiting for people to come to us to feed. We're taking, as you can see, we're standing here, Occidental Park. We're bringing in the food where people are at. If they're sleeping in a tent, they're sleeping in a cardboard box, people coming out of alleyways, people coming out of the streets, it really doesn't matter. So you ask the question, what makes difference? I can say it in one word, Besa. We're serving with our palms down and not our palms up, and we're making a difference here at the Emergency Feeding Program.
You see, you really don't have to have it all together. You really just have to want to give.
When I was younger, I remember having to go to turkey giveaways and get turkeys and sides and to make a good Thanksgiving. And this is something that I was a recipient of, and it's something that we have to do for our community.
And the giving didn't stop here in Seattle. Down I-5 and into the Rose City, we were there when the Trap Kitchen PDX opened their doors, their kitchen, and their hearts and served up hot meals and handed out Thanksgiving turkeys.
Whatever position you're in life, you always got to reach back and be able to reach back to the roots of where you come from and show people that it's possible. And when you're elevating and you're growing, to always remember where you came from. And to always look out for the people that look out for you.
And just a few weeks later, when the Trap Kitchen and Cool Nuts joined hands with Brian Robbins from B&R Tree Farms to give away 100 Christmas trees to Portland families.
Looking at these line of people, knowing that they're going to be going home with a tree, maybe things have been going hard for them, maybe paycheck to paycheck, maybe living on credit, whatever the case may be. This is something that's going to be off their plate. They're not going to have to worry about the expense of a tree. And the big feeling is what's going to happen when they have this tree up. Families are going to be together. Each one of these trees, believe it, there's going to be families around each one of those. Maybe brothers, sisters they haven't seen for a long time. I mean, how great is that I can be a part of that and help out with that? It's a great feeling.
I have to be honest with you. Seeing and being part of so much giving across our region is very special and even fulfilling for me. One thing I know for a fact is that no matter where you are in life, and regardless of what you do for a living, there is always a way to give to others. You never know what the impact of your act of kindness might have on the next person's life and your own. So, if you take nothing else from this, please just make sure that you give back with an abundance of joy. Happy holidays.